Did he have the skill to be a top guy? I think he did. I just think the WCW just didn't plan it out as well as they should have. And a lot of things happen by chance because you push him a year before. Automatically, you're going to push him again in 1992. In some ways it works, in other ways it's questionable. So, I just really want, in this episode of the Paradigm, I just wanted to bring up Ron Simmons's a lot of the stuff that he did in WCW during the late 80s and early 90s. I think it's an interesting progression as a guy who was just green, had a lot of potential, had a lot of athleticism, had a lot of promise as an athlete, to becoming a really good tag team wrestler, power tag wrestler, and becoming a really decent mid-card to high-card singles wrestler. But I think he was one of the athletes that was just caught in the WCW web of just bad management and questionable creative tactics and planning, the lack of planning, that really hurt his progression in the long run. Because I think if they pushed him right, Ron Simmons today would be talked about as a guy who was a really important tool in WCW's success. Instead, he's just a footnote in at the time period of WCW and a lot of the turmoil that was going on when they were losing a lot of money during the early 1990s with not a lot of progression creatively and not a lot of stability in terms of management. But I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Paradigm. I'm going to be coming out with an 8th edition relatively soon. I'm going to try to keep these going, I want to keep these episodes going without a lot of breaks in between. So I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Paradigm. And who knows, I may be talking about someone international. I may be talking about a faction. You never know. You got to tune in to InYourHeadOnline.com. I may slip you some hints on the message boards. So make sure you get on the message boards at InYourHeadOnline.com. Make sure you're listening to the show every Wednesday night and checking out all the cool features on the main website. Without that, chat. If you want to chat with me, I'm on Skype, of course. If you want to comment on the video, feel free to do it. Subscribe, rate. I really appreciate your feedback on this because I think these are pretty cool discussions about a lot of the wrestlers from our childhood. And now that we know so much about the industry, I think it's pretty cool to go back in that time period and kind of use what we know now and place it back then. But nevertheless, hope y'all have a good day for whatever day this is for y'all. Peace out, and I'll check you next on the 8th edition of the Paradigm. Peace out, peeps. Credits roll. That's right. We're not through. It's time for a little Tom Jones. That's how we're going to end the show today. Kick it!